So here we have me just taking out some of my real plants. I don't want those to get really messed up, when it comes to the whole cleaning. And I like to do fake plants and real plants, and yeah, that's a lot of dirt. It's been probably like 3.5 weeks, almost a month, since I actually did this because I didn't know I was going to record this video. But yeah, all that's that debris, detritus, and nasty stuff. But it's always in my plants. So that's why I try to keep the plants to a minimal. That's one reason. Another reason, because I just like to see my fish. I know they like to hide sometimes and be around, but the ones I have, not so much really. I have some gold barbs in there, some tiger barbs, which not scared of me at all, which you see them going to come near my hand every 2 seconds. And then we have a rainbow fish in there, just randomly got. And got some cherry barbs in there as well. And then a bristlenose pleco, that's why I got that. I think it's mopani wood in there for him to eat on and munch on, and a little bit of the algae on the glass as well. But yeah, I'm normally just gonna leave those real plants in the water because I do not want them to get dried out or anything of that nature. Or I'm just leave them at the top so they can just get a little water. And here I go to start getting. I do like the sand substrate just because of the easiness to clean, usually because all the poop and all that nasty stuff usually stays right on the top of the sand. When people have gravel, it typically, can go through the bottom and all that. And yeah, this is one of my aquariums, my 36 gallon, but I do have 6 to 7. I think I have, no, just 6 more. I have a 7th one coming. So if y'all want to see more of that, just comment below. And if y'all want to see more videos like this, let me know, because I love animals. I love all animals, the ones that fish, dogs, goats, everything you name it, reptiles. I'll be featuring my reptile on here as well. but yeah, so this is all the cleaning that I have to do. Usually I try to do this every 2 weeks. Sometimes, like I said, it gets away from me. But yeah. And always unplug your heater and turn your filter off. Both of my filter and my heater is off. And I'll have my light on just so we can see. But as you can see, this is a process because I have the old bucket and you know it's not the Python. I have a Python, but I don't have one of the pieces to that goes on the Python to hook it up to my sink. So I'm having to do this bucket by bucket, to be honest with you. And yeah, that can be a little tedious going back and forth, filling the water up and dumping it out, and yeah. And then you always got to make sure you're putting your dechlorinator in your water as well, because anytime you add new water into every time you add new water, sorry if you heard that, but every time you add new water into the tank, you need to make sure you dechlorinate it, because our water is not the cleanest. I don't know, unless you have well water. Some people have well water, some people don't. But yeah, so our water is not the most pure. So it has heavy metals and nasty things and chlorinators and all the things, scientific words that I probably don't know. but and yeah, just this is the part where I'm just trying to get, and you might see me picking out some of the rocks, because before I had a whole idea of what I wanted to look like. So I said I wanted sand, I wanted small pebbles, and then all the pebbles start sinking into the bottom of the tank. And when my fish start pecking at them and looking through the sand for food and stuff of that nature, and I don't really see them anymore. So I pick them out here and just put them to the side. I might add them to one of my other aquariums. But yeah. where all my fish are, going to the side of the tank right here, because they're used to this. Actually, they're used to this whole process of, because like I said, I do this every 2 weeks. Usually, I knew I was shooting this video, so I waited a little longer. But yeah, usually they hip to it and they all stay to this other side because they know I'm gonna pull the water. The whole whirlpool is gonna be on one side of the tank. I usually try to hit the rocks when I do aim, because I don't want to startle the fish too much. And by the end of it, you see that rainbow fish. It's called a rainbow fish for a reason, because it changes colors by its moods. Usually, I realize, because it's usually like a bluish green, stuff of that nature, but by the end of that, you saw it was like a yellow or yellowish green, and usually doesn't like this process. But I kind of like try to fan the sand off, because you really want your tank to be, aesthetically pleasing to your eye. Like I said, this sits in my 36 gallon, sits in my living room, and I want to be able to see the fish from all sides. That's kind of why I don't have it as heavily planted as other tanks, even though I do love those heavily planted tanks and things like that. But yeah, sorry if you hear my dog in the background, my puppy, Gotti. He's over here playing with my hands right now. But yeah, so I have, like I said, the cherry barbs. I love them. Some people say they're like a peaceful, but they work well in my semi-aggressive tank. For my people that have aquariums and been doing aquarium hobby for years and fish tube and all that, they know you have to have, there's levels to tanks. You have peaceful, you got semi-aggressive, you got aggressive, and all that good stuff. But so this is my semi-aggressive tank. I have I think 6 other tanks. Yeah, 6 other tanks in my fish room. Well, I say animal room. That's where I keep my dogs and my reptile and the other fish tanks as well. But and I have guppies, of course. Everyone has to have guppies in their fish room. Like, you're not really a fish keeper if you don't have, or you haven't owned a guppy at one point in time at least. But because everybody have their favorites. And I have some mollies, some platies. So let me know if y'all want to see some of those videos of those, some tank cleaning videos of that. And of course, anything you see when it comes to the goats. Of course, Mac and Ronnie, I'll show you some videos of those, and Gotti, and some more of Ray and all them as well. My whole family crew. And you see the rainbow fish is not liking any of this. He was like, I really want y'all to put my house back how I had it. But I feel like shaking it up sometimes just does good, it's just switching it up. Everybody's not having the same hiding spots and claiming that much territory. And every time you want to add new fish, it's always good to change it up. I say add 3 to 4 fish at a time. Don't just do one, because usually when you have, especially a semi-aggressive tank or aggressive tanker, they will go looking for that one, and they will tag team, re-team all of them. We'll get on top of that one fish, and that's kind of scary. Everybody remember their first day of school, or they was at a new school. But yeah, so I feel like this is when I started putting my plants back. Like I said, I don't like a heavily planted tank because I want to be able to see my fish going in and out of things and stuff like that. So, yeah. So this was later that night, still looking a little cloudy. So I wasn't really, you know, liking it when it's still looking cloudy, because I like, my stuff when it's very clear. You can see very, very through. But this is later, like I said, that night. And this is what I like to see. This is later that morning, or the next day, the morning, when it's very, very clear. It looks like a ocean, ocean water. Like you can see every little thing. You can almost see the eyeballs of the tiger barbs and the cherry barbs and everything. And yeah, I just love having the top off of this, just because I like the look of that rimless look, and looking down there and look at that rainbow fish. He looking good. My boy looking good now. He like, oh yeah. He like, oh yeah. But yeah, I feel like everybody's a little happier now. Water's good, nitrates, everything all good. No ammonia in that water. So yeah, this is what I like to see.